Alright guys, welcome back to the DWF. It's your host Dan WrestleFan here, and you know, it's been a minute since we've done a fix-up, so today we're going to be doing just that. Today we are going to be taking a look at suggestion from Greeter Figs about taking the Dexter Lumis, our current United States Champion. We switched out that Elias last time, put it on the better body. I was never really a fan of these like brownish olive colored pants, so we're actually going to switch Dexter Lumis over. Make him a little bit more jacked, you know, just give this guy more tone and definition. Other than that, like, it's the same. It's the same. So we're basically going to make an elite Dexter Lumis. We'll get the tattoos and stuff later. We're going to switch this Mandy Rose. I always liked the blonde hair Mandy Rose better, although I hated this basic. This was a very boring, like, to me this fell flat, this basic. So we're going to switch out our last Elite Mandy with that. We have a triple Karrion Kross going on here. I like this Karrion Kross the best. He's got his double jointed arms, as you guys can see there when it focuses. He's got his double jointed arms, and the tattoos are just cleaner on this figure. But I don't like this. Cool. I don't like this belt and these boots and stuff like that. So we're going to be taking this attire off, switching this gear out. Someone else, I think, better deserves this gear, and I think will look better. Switching these boots, we're going to grab the boots off the first Elite Karrion Kross, and we're going to be grabbing the head off of this basic, because I like Karrion Kross with hair. I think it just he looks a lot better. I also like this attire, so we might use this attire again. We might keep this basic for somebody. I really like the gear. I think it looks cool. And finally, guys, we're taking one of my favorite Triple H figures. I love this Triple H. This is just an awesome Triple H, one of my favorite ones to use. But we're going to give him these sweet arms. That way he can have the double jointed arms fit in with the rest of the crowd. You know, with the double jointed arms, try and get everyone updated here as we move along. I might have to see if I have another Triple H with double jointed arms, because the more I look at this one, like, the more it grows on me. So I might have to switch out with a different Triple H with double jointed arms. But regardless, this guy's getting some double jointed arms. Let's get into it. All right, guys, we're coming back to it, and we're just gonna take a look at all this mish and see what we can make of it. Got our parts and pieces from Karrion Kross. Right, I've got a plan. The Pokeballers might show up on DWF. So we've got some cool gear to rock for the Pokeballers if they make their way here. Trying to work on some customs and everything. We've got our now headless Dexter Lumis. And let's take a look at our new champ. What do you guys think of this? This, I think, looks pretty awesome. He looks way more jacked, but I really like this. I think this is a great look. Let me set the camera down here so I can set everything up just right. Yeah, I think this looks awesome, having him as an elite. We're going to switch the hands out for the fists. I don't know. Yeah, I think we need to heat up the basic hands. I didn't know that beforehand. So we'll have to heat those up, and I think this elite is old enough. We might have to heat up. Yeah, we might have to heat up. No, we can still pop the elite hands. So we're going to have to swap his hands out for some gloved hands. But I think this is looking pretty darn good so far. Very happy with that. Okay, there. We grabbed some gloved hands, put some gloved lefts on him. Or some gloved hands on him. I was having a tough time searching for gloved left hands. If any of you guys do any 3D printing, and you want to make a gloved left hand, like a solid black gloved left hand, I think you will make an absolute killing, because there doesn't seem to be. And I've got a whole bunch of hands, guys. I've got a bag of hands, but gloved lefts, like two identical ones, are almost impossible to find. So if anyone 3D prints hands, I think you guys can make a killing doing that. Maybe something to look into. Anyway, guys, next we're going to take a look at our Mandy Rose switch, which I really like this basic. This feels like a whole new character to me. Like, I feel like I could really do something with this, make an entire new character. After switching this on here, I might have to find like an elite body But I think I can make a whole new character with that. And I feel like this doesn't look terrible. Here's the Elite Switch. It doesn't look like something looks off about it, but it doesn't look terrible. I think the head might be... No, the head looks like the same size. I can't figure out what it is. Something's throwing it off. I did take the wings off the back, and that just makes her entire chest look larger, and her whole, like, I don't know, her arms and everything just look really wide because they had to have the plastic to put the wings over the arms and everything. So when you take that accessory off, the figure does look unbalanced. Even on my other one that I have, where I still kept the brown hair on, it does look a little unbalanced. I don't know if we keep this Elite or we switch this up, use this for something else, but didn't think it looked too bad. Next, we're going to look at the carrying crosses. So here's the first carrying cross. I actually didn't touch this at all. I didn't have to because I took the basic carrying cross, who now kind of looks like The Rock. Until I put him down here, I didn't really realize, but he kind of now looks like The Rock. Can we bend the knee? Oh. Bend the knee. Okay, we can bend the knees enough that he can kind of like stand here, maybe have a little support. Okay, use your hand to hold you up. And then our final product, I'm not really happy. Let me move some of this around so we can stay in camera. Oh, Mandy Rose. We're going to move you guys to the back. Get rid of the headless. We don't need the headless man. I'm not really happy with how the head lined up on this one. And I tried switching a couple things around with it. Oh, I don't like these basic boots because you can't bend them at all. But I do like the gear. Maybe we keep the basic boots. Maybe I swap them out for, the Elite boots that I like and then just repaint the logos and stuff on it. I am happy with the knee pads. These knee pads are open. You can't see it because it's painted, but they're open in the back. There, you can see it. They're open in the back knee pads, but you had painted legs. They don't quite sit perfect with the Elite, so I'm not sure if we're going to keep those boots or I'm going to take the regular boots. I feel like his head and like shoulders and like the traps area is just a little bit off. Like it feels like his head sits a little bit too low. And then when I switched back to the basic, like I looked at the heads and they're cut at the same point. Like they have the same jawline. I don't know if you guys can see that in here, but they follow the same jawline. Everything's the same. And the beard isn't like, this beard is not a hanging down beard. There's very little like sculpt to it. So I can't figure out what's throwing off the head so bad that makes it look like it's just resting the top of the shoulders rather than like setting like a normal head does. I don't know. I'll look into that more. We might have to fix that up. And then guys, the one I'm most happy with, because I really like the way both of these guys look now, Triple H. I think this figure looks absolutely amazing like this without the double jointed arms. Really like that Triple H, but this one, guys, is just, this is next level for me. Let me move these guys out. I didn't touch you, so you can go out of here. Step back a little bit. This Triple H now, he's got the double jointed arms. Man, this is just next level Triple H for me. So let's set him up here real nice. There we go. I love this Triple H now. We can do the double jointed arm. I might actually, I don't know if I'll take the elbow pads off or like move, because these are the elbow pads that have the design on them. They have his Iron Cross on there. So we might just pull them up the arm or pull them down onto the forearm a little bit. But I love this Triple H now. I always have. This has always been my favorite Triple H. And I think whenever we go into DWF Season 3, this Triple H is coming back. I don't know if DX is all drafted to the same roster, we'll probably keep DX and, keep the DX Triple H. But if not, we're probably going to go back to this Triple H. I really like this one. It's one of my favorite Triple H figures ever made. I actually prefer this Triple H now with the double jointed arms over the Ultimate Edition. Yeah, I said it. I prefer this over Ultimate Triple H. I just love this figure so much. You have that awesome, cool skull mask. You have the hood that you can remove both of those pieces and then still keep the vest. It's just a really, really cool, awesome figure. I really want to find more of them. If anyone knows any like local shops or anything, or if you guys want to do any trades, if you want to trade figures at all, if anyone has this Triple H here and they have extra ones that they don't want anymore, please let me know. I would buy them off you or trade figures for you. let me know. I'm very interested. I want to get more of those to complete, build more customs really with it. I just love this Triple H in particular. But anyway, guys, that's our fix-ups for today. What do you think? Any of these really not that great? I mean, Mandy Rose is probably maybe the weakest one here. I really like what the basic became, because I feel like I could make a whole new figure. This one, I think, is maybe the short hair that's throwing me off. It's the wide shoulders definitely are throwing me off. Like, you can just see how different the basic is from shoulder to shoulder to the elite back there. Like, there's just a wider chested figure, and the shoulders just don't really look. Maybe the long hair helped cover that a little bit. These Triple H's, I think, are amazing. I'm happy with the carrying cross. I just don't like how low the neck sits. Might have to do something with the boots, perhaps. But I think this Dexter Lumis was an absolute amazing idea. Thank you so much for suggesting. If anyone else has any suggestions of fix-ups they'd like to see me do, please let me know. I'd love to get your suggestions and try to work on them the best I can. We'll see you guys next time. Bye!